Why?
We're good now. We're officially live. Just wait for a few people to jump in.
Can I still play my phone while I'm doing this?
As long as you pay attention.
Yeah. As long as
No,
the background noise isn't as bad as it was last time.
I'm chatting about the Tokyo Master. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can check.
Yeah. I'm checking the Tokyo Master. Where the fuck it is? And
Wait, what are you checking? I can check for you if you want.
So wait. Is the other tournament like a single tournament?
this is Tekken World Tour.
Oh, Tekken World Tour.
Yeah, Tokyo Masters is a Tekken World Tour event.
And that's this Saturday.
Yeah. 300 people signed up, and
Yo.
most of them are like really good players.
Okay.
Tokyo Tekken Master.
It's the one where last year the Naroma went to Korean Masters and stole it from everyone. The Koreans got pissed and just sent a fucking army to Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do I not remember this one?
Maybe because it was overshadowed by the other Tekken World Tour events.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and check.
I don't think there were any American players there. I think it was just Japanese and Korean players.
Wait, was this the one with Naroma beating DDCR?
No, that was Korean Masters. That was Korean.
Okay. Yeah, I need to go back and check the one you guys are mentioning. All right, I think we're good to start. Everyone can just catch up.
No viewers?
No, dude, we got viewers. They'll get in here. All right, we're officially starting. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming to another episode of the Beastcast. I am your host, The Beast, Abby, with my co-host, Alchemist. What's good, my man? How we doing?
Pretty good. What's up, guys?
Not much. On the show today, we are doing an EVO recap, and because of Tekken-wise, there's not enough people to do all games, so we're focusing on Tekken. I'll have some other people focusing on Dragon Balls and Street Fighter on another episode, but we have dreadtech and Aken.
Yo.
Returning. We all know these guys. No need for an introduction. How we doing?
Good, man. Good.
We all jet lag free, or it's still in American time?
I was mostly okay. It took me the Friday, and then I was okay by the weekend.
Aken, how about yourself?
Oh, so that's why I lost. It's the jet lag.
Dude, my soul just got back from America maybe yesterday. It took a while for it to catch up. And I'm all good. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. I guess the three of us can chime in whenever. Evo, how was it, huh? You two, it was your first time attending, yeah?
Yep.
My first time too.
How about you sum up your experiences for us?
EVO as a tournament, from a tournament organizing perspective, is utter chaos. How EVO Japan was as well. But I imagine if there anything is to take away from it is that it is an actual complete spectacle from start to finish. They really make sure it's as explosive and as much of a sort of a pay-per-view show as much as possible, which has its pros and cons. But I really urge everyone who is a fighting game fan to go experience USA EVO, if not just for finals. To be honest, there's nothing like it. Honestly, them hiring out the Mandalay Bay Arena and just putting on a giant show for 20,000 seats is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a spectacle. I've had discussions with a lot of people in regards to the comparisons of EVO Japan and America, and it's not a fair comparison in hindsight because America have been doing it for a long time, but given Japan had all the years to catch up, I still would, as a spectacle, would prefer EVO America, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I feel if you wanted to go to If you wanted the top tier competition, you go to EVO Japan. If you want EVO as a spectacle, you go to America. But that's just my opinion. I'm not sure how many people share the same opinion.
I can agree to that. The only issue is like EVO Japan has a few problems because it's well, I don't know about next year, but this year it was free registration, so there were a lot of pools that were just completely empty. But in terms of once you get stuck into round 2, immediately you hit like the Japanese players. It's just like, oh, okay, cool, all right, this is starting now.
So you felt that way pretty early onwards? Because I was gonna ask, one of the things about EVO America, not to dampen on the like player skill there. It's just like, from my perspective, like good players, you don't really run into. It also depends on your pool. You don't really have to worry about anyone. I'd say win until like winners final of your pool, or like losers final, or like until you start round 2. All depends on your pool though. Some pools are harder than others.
I get my first one really hard, so.
see, that's the thing. See, Aken, I guess you can share with the viewers. Like, that's always going to be the nature of like some of these. The tournament was stacked as hell, and there's a lot of people that played the game that weren't going to be seeded. So, like right off the back, Aken got a Brian player that legitimately knew what he was doing, and I think it took you to the last round.
Yeah, last round. My first game.
Very first match. So it's just you're always going to get people like that.
What was his name?
I forgot. But he's pretty good. I think he was in the loser final. I don't know if he made it out.
Give me some time, I can find out. But his very first game was against a guy called Aztec. Yeah, but I never heard of him before. But he
pretty no name.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. That's going to be the nature of some of the games that EVO like. So many people play the game.
Like after I beat him, all the match, all the way to you was free, free. Yeah.
So like even I wasn't seeded, because of my stupid name change. So like anyone who probably got me and like who's this Grimlock guy was like, oh okay, maybe he's a little bit tougher than his seeding emphasized. So that's. Yeah, just the nature of EVO seeding. I mean, they don't seed from top to bottom. It's not like we're dealing with Smash here.
I think EVO in particular, it's way too big for them to do the seeding from top to bottom.
Yeah,
but I'd like to know where they actually cut off the seeding at. But realistically, in my head, I don't think they do beyond the top 300. And that's being generous, to be honest. So I think a lot of it is actually going into round 1 is kind of luck of the draw. You kind of have to just wait and see whether you do have like an easy pool, or whether you have a pool that's like 3 or 4 entrants are in your pool are like part of the top 200 or something like that.
So me being in top 60 or top 50, next year I'll have easier pool.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. You'll have next year round. You'll have an easier pool.
Like easy way to get out of pool.
Yeah, and I think that's a big point to throw across, like in terms of your opportunities. I think if Dion's a good example, right? He's been traveling enough that all of a sudden at EVO he just gets put up to 24th seed because he's been to enough events that people just notice his name. And then now that you've been on stream, you've gotten 49th at EVO. So the next big event you go to, someone's going to notice your name and be like, hey, I know that player. He's too low. You need to put him up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I think that's also
too low. That sounds bad. He's too low. You need to put him up. What?
Yeah, because if you first,
why can't you word it better? Like he's actually
like,
good.
I'm just
put
saying
him up
you're seeding. You're seeding.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
From memory,
not offended, not taken.
From memory, I think the only Australian players that were seeded were Dion. Aken, I forget if you were or not.
What?
If you were seeded. In your pool.
I think Aken was slightly seeded.
Seeded
because it was like 100 and something.
Didn't he have TWT points?
Yeah, he had some
I think a
points.
few.
I never had TWT point. No, I never
You
had it.
do
You don't
from
How?
BAM.
from BAM.
I wasn't even like near top 16. No way. I
Top
don't think so.
32 gets
So top
points.
top 32 gets points.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
top
Yeah.
32 get. Yeah, I think you were seeded slightly, judging from what I see from your pool. Tin was seeded, and Dion. I'm not sure about Jono. I would have to go and check. Weren't you seeded slightly, Dread?
Tiny bit, not as much as the others. I think Jono did get a pretty high seed when last we checked.
I'm checking now. Yeah, he got a pretty decent seed. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just like look. I know they didn't seed like from top to bottom, but I just want to know like what factors they took into account when seeding. That would have been interesting to know.
I mean, I would say even Aken's like showing at strong style might have given him a little bit of leeway as well, because he was on stream and he did do. From what I remember, he did
I
do.
did nothing.
No, you did a highlight. You did a highlight.
Dude, how many people are going to take like one fancy match into account? I don't think so. And
you gotta
who's going to
understand-
remember that?
You got to understand is that at BAM as well, all the commentators like kind of get a feel of who's who, and maybe one of the commentators might have noticed your name, something like that. Like people watch Tekken World Tour events, like other Tekken commentators and Tekken like tournament organizers, they watch those events, so it's like they can notice like names sometimes.
Okay. Like when Rip said, well, when he did a down for 2 electric and failed, and he's go, "Oh, you think you're Aken?" You heard that?
Yeah, kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
dude,
I
if
was
you
like,
if you
"Whoa."
weren't known before, you definitely were now. I think like Aken, one of the in between Dion put one of the best shows on for the Aussies. Like he took out 2 year masters. Like explain your run for people.
Two.
Yeah, I did say 2. Explain your run for
So
people who didn't watch. Like how confident were you going into when you knew you had to play you in winners final?
you?
Yeah,
How confident?
yeah. How confident were you?
Because I had a really long death match in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
One of the guy I versed was like some ruler rank, higher than ruler. Those blue one, Fujin Kazuya or something. Yeah, his name is AEK 94 or something.
Yeah.
AEK 94. So like help me, and everyone in the shop was like, this guy has really good Kazuya.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching him, and help me always said, nah, he's no good. I'm better. But
Oh
yeah,
wow,
that's help me.
That's
Yeah, help me is like that. You know, help me.
AEK. Sorry, go on.
Let's skip help me for now. Anyway, that guy was one of the night he came online with Feng. Zero like around my rank, I think Genbu or some shit. Yeah, Genbu or Byaku. And we had a death match. So I played that Feng, you know, at like a really high level for like 2-3 hours.
Oh,
and I
wow.
beat him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. And in the end I promote. So I thought, yeah, Feng is, you know, and also a lot of practice with Daniel and, you know, other guys. I was quite confident with Feng.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
But
those
but the first game against you, he picked Kazumi.
did that scare you, or you were like, nah?
No,
he's
I was
making
even more prepared. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kazumi, I lost to Take before, and Kudan trained me to verse Kazumi
Mm-hmm.
a while ago as well. So I was like, oh yeah, Kazumi. You know, what's Kazumi gonna do? It's pretty free until Feng came along. I was still probably on what you guys call a big momentum. So like the whole game was just me moving around. He just throw move at me, and it just whiff. So I just free electric. Everywhere is free electric. It's like
Mm-hmm.
no like he's not forcing me to guess anything. He got a route of me. That's it. Yeah, or the whole game. Whole 2 games.
Yeah, for those that know, Aken before EVO, like was it for a week? He went to Korea to train, and it looks like it paid off.
The Korea training is pretty tough. My rank went up like maximum Byaku and go down to like destroyer and go back up again every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're back
And-
at orange rank, sucking everyone's points here.
Because the thing is, even though I'm tired, I just want to play anyway. I just want to see what they have to like what kind of trick they have, because it's everyone's different and their play style is so different. So I just trying to memorize like what can you do there, what can I do here, kind of thing. And people defense is not all the same too. Like some player might say Korean backdash in a certain way, and that's this. Yeah, like Guda would tell me, okay, everyone usually go backdash cancel and duck here. So you delay your hell sweep or you delay your mid and usually hit them. But that doesn't work in America or doesn't work in a certain player in Korea too. They have their own way. Some people just hold back for some reason and they still win. Like they're not backdash canceling, but they know what they're doing. In America, most people don't even, some people might just keep backdashing, but when they block, they're not doing those fuzzy card. They just look for your low and just press down. Yeah, you get that kind of player where they just stand in front of you and you go, okay, I might poke you, but what the fuck? He just blocked it without any backdash canceling or movement.
Now
It's
that,
just I want to press down right now. Like what? Why? You know what I mean?
now that you bring it up, did you get a chance? Maybe if you didn't get the chance to like play enough American players to like differentiate between their styles, or just from watching, or to learn.
I did. We did went to play some top player from Seattle. They invited Tin to go do some money match.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just went and support him, like just want to watch. And had some casual against some of the AD player. I forgot his name. I forgot everyone's name, but like they're part of like Just Frame James group or something. And the guy that beat me in the tournament, the Raven guy, was there too. What's his name?
Congo Jack?
Congo Jack?
Congo Jack. Yeah, Congo Jack. And Tin beat him like 7 games straight or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like 7-0. And he's go, how you lose to this guy? He's trash. I'm like, okay. I told you he's trash, but I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah,
but you can't say they're bad. They just have different play style. And like their style can be effective. Tin lost the money match to the Eddie.
Spiro Jin?
Not Sparrow Jin. He said he's weaker than Sparrow Jin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of the top player from
Seattle.
Okay. Yeah. So he beat Tin 5-0.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 5-0. But Tin was like couldn't break grab and is probably too much alcohol last night. And I jumped on after. I just want some casual. I said no money match, just play for fun. I beat him straight away, and I'm like, I don't know. The guy. The one thing I noticed about him is he used the way he used his back 3-3. You know that 80 counter hit in frame. Yeah, he said he hit confirm it. I don't believe it because like how the fuck you hit confirm that? So I trying to test it.
Back 3 with back 3-3 with Eddie is one of the most easiest hit confirms in the game.
Oh, really?
Is it?
Yeah, you have like 30 frames to hit confirm or something. It's stupid easy.
Oh, I thought that's impossible to hit confirm or something.
No, very, very easy.
Yeah, so this guy does it really consistent. Like, if it's counter hit, it come out. If it's not counter hit, then it's just a back 3. I'm like, okay, I can't back 2 for him. And this guy, it's a kind of thing that I don't think Korean player focused on this kind of thing. Well, in the casual Korean player that I versed online anyway. Yeah, but American player, he said he looked down onto frame. He said this guy from Saibatsu called Noodle.
Yeah, I know.
He's like a frame guy. So he was telling this guy that it's possible to do back 3-3 hit confirm on counter hit. Like they did some testing. So this guy just focused on this move. So he shined in the criteria. So it's kind of like some people focus on one thing, they master it. But he's not the best Eddie in my opinion. Like he just that is his specialty. Yeah. That's
interesting.
No more Seattle.
So, yeah, I think Aken tied with Dion for highest placing Australian, 49th, equal 49th.
Shit.
Yeah, look. I know you guys are disappointed, but
I'm fucking disappointed.
Yeah, to be honest, like even at the top 64 level, like I don't want to discredit any of the players, but some of the matches were going to be harder than others. Like I'm looking at the semifinals, or in quotation semifinals, Smash G, and just some of these matchups are a lot harder than others. So I think like because you had to play Nobi straight after losing to Congo Jack, and that wasn't going to be easy.
Congo Jack. I don't know.
Wait,
Maybe I should
that's who put you in losers?
Yeah, that's the guy that put me in loser.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Aken came out of winners in his pool. First match he played Congo Jack and lost, and then he had to play that other Yasuma player. I forget his name.
Boone at Karu.
The frog.
Boone at Karu. Well, I've never heard of him before, but yeah.
Apparently, he's not really a Tekken player. He's just like a staff of Yamasa or something.
Yeah, he's like manager, right?
Okay.
Something like that. But he can play. He's not bad. I'm pretty sure he will wreck cunts down here. I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, he beat a few people to get to you. He actually beat Snow out of pools.
Oh, so he was from Snowpool.
Yeah. According to Snow, the match was pretty close, but yeah, I didn't get to see it. There were too many matches going on at that time.
Yeah, no one was cheering for me when I was Congo Jack. That's why I lost it.
Dude, I was there. I'm pretty sure I was there.
Nah. The truth is, I don't know how many people are listening, but the truth is because I picked up a Latina girl.
Wait, why does the story keep changing? You said she was white.
She's white, but Latina white. Okay.
What the fuck?
Like she's as white as Hindu. But
Dude,
her accent
you should have gone the way of the warrior. No drinking, no sex while in the dorm.
I don't know. I didn't want to try.
That's not what I did the week before.
I told Snow, I told Tin, like, know where this is gonna end. Like, fuck it, you know. It's either I get fucked up or, you know, do some of this. Anyway, you know how boxer, they're not supposed to have sex before the match.
Yes.
Because you lose a lot of energy.
You
Whatever.
lose your stamina, your reaction time.
Yes. I that's what I think. Because it happened to me in EVO Japan too.
Then why did you do it?
So, I'm
Dude,
like,
you and Tin are the worst. You and Tin are the worst. Every major, you go and your nights out like always mess with your performances the next day. Oh, these guys they've qualified for top 32, top 16, whatever. Let's go out and fuck ourselves up and just oh my god, every single time. I made it
out of pool, made it so like
every single time.
Like comfortably easy as well. But then the next day I fucked up.
Exactly,
So
100%.
I'm like, fuck.
Meanwhile,
really
like everyone in Evo was like that made it out of pools was like, let me go to bed early, let me go to train, let me train a few matchups, and these guys went and wrecked themselves. Oh my god. It's your own fault.
I gotta admit,
someone please tell me off.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you off right now, and I continue to do so.
that's the first time I've heard that excuse. I actually like it.
It's not an excuse. Like I could, like, I mean, it's happening. I mean, it happened too many times that now I realize. Maybe it does affect.
It's scientifically true to an extent. Like all like people in sports are taught the same thing. You're supposed to abstain from stuff like that, like drinking, like sexual stuff, or you need to perform. Because mentally, it fucks with you physically and mentally.
Yeah, of course you were going to get wrecked the next day.
That's why you do what I did and have fun the week before. Find a girl the week before, then you're all good. It doesn't matter, but I got fucked up anyway.
Let's focus a little bit on Dread. Like, it was your first tournament. Tekken 7 was your first Tekken, and you've done pretty well considering. What was your mindset going in? Like speak about like your results.
With EVO? Like I did really well the week before at Wednesday Night Fights. but with Evo, I think like no excuses. I'm still trash no matter what at the end of the day. So preface this by saying that there's no like excuses, there's no OS, because at the end of the day, if I'm complaining about losing in round one, I might as well
Aken?
say anything, say that I'm
Huh?
shit at everything.
I didn't lose in round one.
No, I'm talking about me.
Okay.
And then, so the thing was that after Wednesday night fights, I was in LA visiting family, so I actually didn't play any Tekken for the whole week leading up to Evo, and I think that kind of fucked with me because I needed to relearn how to work my game plan while I was like in pause. So at the same time as I was playing other games, so that kind of fucked me too. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I lost in my pool anyway. So I was a bit unprepared, and my base kind of fundamental skill is not at the level where I'm allowed to slack off.
Yeah.
Therefore, I ate shit. Yeah, and then it's like it completely pales in comparison to how I did the week before.
Yeah. See, I watched a lot of your matches. You won your first one pretty convincingly against Eggplant. You versed Mateo's second round, who's like not many people know, a pretty OG player. You actually won the first game.
I wrecked his fang, absolutely dusted it, and then he picked Jack, and then it was over.
Yeah, and then it kind of went downhill from there. Well, you won your next game after that. You beat
It was a Geese player, or something.
Yeah, and then you
Geese is broken, man.
Yeah.
I think Geese is pretty fucked up. I need to ask Helpy how to deal with him. He's too much.
Yeah, and then I think it was like either losers final or the match right before losers final. I hit the guy that eventually makes it into round 2, but he was playing Shaheen, and Shaheen was very just cookie cutter crouch dash mix up style, and I didn't adapt quick enough.
What's cookie cutter?
Like just staying in crouch dash range and
how the fuck do you cut cookie?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Aken!
It's just a term,
I've heard of bread.
It's a term
butter
where it's like
knife and butter or something.
It's
hot
like
knife through the butter.
how,
okay, I've heard that. But cookie,
you know how people from like when you go to the supermarket and you buy the shapes that you put on the dough, and then they make shapes to make when you bake the cookie, it turns into a shape. That's what you mean by cookie cutter, because it means if you play cookie cutter, it means the shape's always the same, which means the play style is always the base play style that the character.
Yeah, like he wasn't versatile.
Okay, that's me. My play style is always the same.
No, what you mean, like the cookie cutter means if it like translate across averagely to how everyone plays. I don't think the way you play Kazuya is the same as most other people play Kazuya.
Okay.
That's what it means. So your Kazuya is not cookie cutter. Your Kazuya is only okay. Only okay.
Yeah, it's okay Kazuya. It's okay.
Okay Kazuya. Okay Aken Kazuya.
It's a mix of Choxe, Help Me, and myself in it. I need one more playstyle.
So yeah.
Who should I go for? Seriously. Because I got no one to watch. I've been complaining about this. Yo.
AEK.
Who the fuck's that? Oh, that
that guy's good. Yeah, he eliminated Secret at Korean Masters.
Yeah?
Yeah, he made top 16. He beat Secret in the winners final.
I see.
It's pretty good.
But that death match he lost to many people, and he picked character, so lost a bit of respect on that. Like he wouldn't death match certain character he couldn't fight or something. But then again, Help Me always come to me. No, I'm better. You know how Help Me would speak in English? He would go like, no, his Kazuya no good.
There's a really good Kazuya player. He doesn't play console. He only played arcade. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name is Sense.
Sent? No.
Sense. SENSE.
Sense? No, never heard of him.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
I'll find
He
out.
only plays Kazuya.
Yeah, that's the key. I like.
So yeah. But there's not many Kazuya mains.
Everyone dropping him. I want him to get buffed, but Daniel was like, nah, he's already good.
He's already good.
Yeah,
I don't
Aken,
think he's that good.
You're pretty much at the
It's
forefront of
because your
Kazumi.
example, like your justification of why Kazuya needs a buff, does not make sense, Aken. When you were saying it to him, is like when you were playing another Kazuya. I think it was Dan Bantai. Dan Bantai couldn't do anything. Therefore, Kazuya needs buffs. That doesn't make sense, dude.
No, but because like I feel it that he's struggling to even touch me. I just keep walking.
But it's a mirror match, dude.
It's sad. I feel like why can't like any typical Kazuya just like have at least one move that track this side, you know? One move track that way. A good move, you know. It's so sad.
But yeah, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like the guys that, because from your post initially before we left, it looked like there were a couple of Aussies that I didn't know about that played Tekken as well. Or was it just us nine?
I mean, all I did was bring up the entrance list, type in Australia, and I found them on registered to Australia. So I added them in just in case because I didn't want to be like rude and say that I missed anything. But I didn't actually find out who they were.
Yeah, I tried to keep tabs on all the Aussies, but I couldn't find them. So shout out to you guys if you actually played and were there. Sorry if we missed you. But as far as making it out of pools, which is all I wanted, to be honest, I wanted it a bit more. That was my one goal. Like I think a good portion of us managed to make it out of pools. I think the only heartbreak was I think you had
Jono.
Jono, 100%.
Who didn't make out was myself, Jono, and Damo.
Yeah, but everyone else made it out of the initial pools. Jono's was particularly heartbreaking because
he lost to a girl, I heard.
That was not the heartbreaking bit.
See, the thing is,
pretty fucking good.
The girl was actually a good player.
It was his losers finals.
The girl was
heartbreaking.
Yeah, the girl was actually a good player. So even though I still think like, I'm just gonna say this: Jono's problem is always gonna be nerves, no matter what. No matter like he's as OG as I am, but his problem is always gonna be nerves. Like if he was playing,
you wasn't there yesterday when Jono versed me. He was trying to make a comeback, send me to the wall. And he ran up and he just pressed a rage art and missed. Or something like
look, this girl that he was playing, she played Miguel. She was actually very good. Hang on, let me bring who?
It's Swagmaster.
Swagmaster. No, was it? Hang on, just give me 2 seconds. But
was she hot?
She was quite attractive. She was very attractive. Aken.
Then I'll probably lose it. So.
But no, she was very good. If they were just playing casuals, Jono would have beaten her. But I'm not taking away from this girl because I'm trying to remember the other strong seeded player in their pool. She just give me 2 seconds. I need to find out. See this bracket. It was Naroma. Yeah, it was Naroma. I think she beat him one game. She beat him one game. So she actually very good. She knew what was doing. See, but that wasn't the heartbreaker. Jono losing to her wasn't the heartbreaker. It was the losers final. The guy he was playing was like, out of respect to you, if you're somehow randomly tuning into this stream. He wasn't that good, but Jono just he was up first game very convincingly. Somehow he lost the second one, and just through a heartbreaker he lost the third. So it's just like, knowing what Jono can do, it was just heartbreaking to see. I think the only what was more heartbreaking moment was seeing Dion lose to Pork Chop.
I cried almost.
Dude, you have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea. And I'm like, everyone got to see that because it was streamed, but it was just, oh man. Because everyone has their own view of how good they think Pork Chop is, and for the most part, everyone are probably thinking people rate Dion better, and just to see him lose that, yeah. Are you cold, Aken? You need a jumper or something?
No. I'm cold, yes. I'm smoking outside, shaking.
Oh my god, please get back inside when you can. But yeah, it's that Jono losing, not making out of pools, and Dion losing the pork chop were probably the most heartbreaking moments for me all Evo.
He was definitely quite devastated after he lost, and yeah, in my head I thought I thought Dion would have thought he would have lost to someone else, like a Korean or a Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'm pretty sure in everyone's head,
yeah.
Dion was gonna win that match. But yeah, it was just heartbreaking.
He was gonna win, right? He was.
Well, he was supposed to on paper.
Yeah. No, like he was winning or something, and then some comeback happened. That's
Yeah,
what I saw.
yeah.
I don't
Or like
know.
the second
It was
game or
like,
something.
it was
second
like
game.
Pork chop like refusing to be conditioned, and then also keeping the like literally chopping away at him the whole game with Crash Dash 3, and then at the very last moment hitting the Crash Dash 2.
It was like he was saving that Crash Dash 2 for that moment, and it just hit. It was just unbelievable. Yeah, I think Pork Chop is one of those players that you can't condition. He's very momentum based, so like I don't know, it's very hard. Like he's very up and down. Like he's got very fluctuating results. I forget what.
I don't like how he moved. People say that's okay.
What do you mean?
You know,
like,
when he win or when he does, he moving his shoulder around. Like, what the fuck? I can't handle those kind of people.
That's just him, man. He's allowed to do that while he's playing. Like if it phases you out, then you gotta have a strong mind.
I'll be like staring at him like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
that's part of his strategy, Aken.
That's
He's trying to psych you out.
Yeah, it's probably part of his strategy. If anything, that's smart.
It is, but nah, that's just dickhead. I don't like it.
I know,
like disrespectful.
No, I'd probably put more for entertainment purposes as well. But
True.
I honestly think it's just a weird focus stick he has.
What is it?
Just like a focus thing. Like he just does it to get into the rhythm.
Okay. So it's his nature. Like
it's like how he molds. It's how he thinks things over and tries to get back into the zone.
Okay, so he's not 100%.
I mean,
man, who knows?
Dude, who knows? You're probably just gonna have to ask him. Who knows? But he's just a very animated player. You've seen that from him before.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah. So
maybe we need some of those like outside the game movement, like win around and suddenly go, wave dash and yeah. I don't know.
I know, but like he did his job. He took out Dion, and yeah, he actually did pretty well. He beat another Japanese guy afterwards. So kudos to him, man. People got to give him props. He's not as average as people make him out to be.
Nah, they got their own style. The American have their own play style. It's like they play in their own community, and they come up with their own way. The shit that Limajin does is nothing that the Korean would do. It's the same with all these guys. Same with that Raven. I didn't get it. I didn't get what he was doing. But then when I think about it, fuck, it's nothing. It's nothing deep.
Galaxy brain.
I'll just quickly chime on my performance, like because someone's asking. I lost to Shin Polo first up. Like it's my own fault. Like I knew he played Akuma. I didn't do enough practice for the match. No.
I was telling you what to do.
No, dude. There was no way I was gonna do that.
you just have to come on practice mode and fucking sidestep.
There was no way I was gonna be ready for you giving me like 3 points of advice and then jumping in the next day. I needed to lab that stuff for like a couple of days. But
No. But you can try it now. You probably get it in like an hour.
I know, like all your advice legitimately came to me after the game was done. Yeah, I know. Like it just tuned out. But like he beat me first game with Gigas convincingly. I switched to Josie. It was a lot closer. I almost had him, but like he phased me out. It's just your typical Akuma player. I haven't played the character enough to feel comfortable. So yeah, but I made it out of pools on losers. It was freaking hard, man. Like best of 2. Like it takes so many games for me to warm up. I almost lost. I think Dread was watching to like this Miguel player, but somehow managed to pull through. And then like first game out of pools, I had to play Blackout from New Zealand, which like legit broke my heart. Because not only did I have to face a fellow Oceanic player, I had to face Eliza, and I'm just like, yeah, fucking another non-Tekken character I have to go up against. So this breaks the meta. But I actually hit up
Lisa.
No, Eliza, the vampire.
Oh,
girl.
Eliza,
Yeah,
the vampire.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do.
Yeah, so I legit hit up Daniel for some strats, and like it actually helped. I was actually able to implement it like mid-game, and I saw it working, but I just got unlucky. So it is what it is. Next EVO I go to, I'll actually train. I'll actually be ready.
Oh, you got 2 years of it.
2 years to make top 64.
You know what we should do? We should go to Korea together.
Yeah, so that actually legitimately helped you? You reckon? Well, obviously, but yeah,
plenty. Like I think, yeah. If you think how Dion got so good, that's the only reason.
The experience overseas.
No, he actually got sent to train him for the whole week, and then tested his skills through to the deathmatch. I mean, if you're ready to go up, you are getting better. You know what I mean? So I'm still inconsistent. I go up and down. That's just me, and I just gamble a lot in the deathmatch.
Yeah.
Want to do my wall setting 2, want to do my down 4-2 electric.
Yeah.
But that's for the stream. Like I do some offline with all the guys and with help me. Those they help you. Like even their English is no good, but they try to help you.
Yeah.
They even inserted some like tips on each character. What I should do against this character. They got some like a weakness where you can actually shut down some of their move or something.
Yep.
Like Lars, you can sidestep right and duck, do this, and they can't do shit or some shit. I forgot. I wrote it down somewhere. And the tip against Alisa from Help Me was like her low is slow. So anything that's not a mid that you feel is slower, you duck. And he can duck like all his diving kick on reaction. And another good one is whenever you want to block low, don't press down back. It's in Korea they say it's proven that press down is quicker than down back.
Or down, okay.
A straight down, yeah. So when you see a low coming, if you press down back, you may be a few frames slower. You have to press down to actually block a low.
Oh wow, okay. It's confirmed.
And that's from Help Me.
Before next EVO, I'm going to Korea to train.
I mean, yeah, even Japan. Me and Chris has already got it mapped out for us. We go to Korea for a week, then we go to Japan for EVO.
Yeah, if you go there and they Susaku or higher, you'll be so comfortable playing like in pool. You'll be like, oh man, I'm fucking Korea Susaku. It's not fucking Oceaneer or what USA. I went to USA one day. I hit fucking Mighty Ruler. Yeah, it's way different. Way different.
I agree with the fact that getting exposure from overseas playstyles and training from other players helps a lot. Because for me, when I went to Japan for EVO Japan and I came back to Australia, I thought, like, even though I wasn't being trained, I was just playing the online arcade. I felt like I learned so much. First thing, like, because, the overall level is a lot higher than it is in Australia.
Yeah.
Because you're versing such a diverse cast of characters. Like, you don't ever know who you're going to verse. Like, you just go to the warm-up mode, and then you verse someone, and it's a character. You're forced to play against that character in what is possibly going to be a best of one, because they might not stay, might not be same rank or whatever. So you learn what to do in that scenario, and it just continues for every character. And you pick up on like things that work and things that don't work, and how you might have to play. And it really helps with tournament, I think.
I definitely agree. I think that was a big difference for me as well. For EVO Japan, because EVO USA I didn't get to play at all leading up to EVO. EVO Japan, I did nothing but play that Tekken every day, and it really does help, and it does improve because you're playing different playstyles as well. And Japan is just like their players are pretty scary even at a low level. For me anyway, because I'm trash. But yeah, I definitely felt like there was a big level up when I came back from Japan.
And even when I was playing at BAM, like the only I only played casuals. Like for the most of the casuals that I played at BAM were against Koreans, and I was doing my best to have them teach me stuff. So I did a 1st to 10 with Ulsan, who you guys probably know as the Kazumi player.
Yeah.
And like every time we'd play like a match, he'd explain stuff to me, like situations and where to improve and what to do better. And like after that, my mind was blown. Like I've figured out an entirely new way to approach the neutral game with the character. And then the very next day, I did a 1st to 10 with Duro, who was playing Devil Jin, and he was teaching me anti-Devil Jin or anti-Mishima tech when you verse Korean style Mishimas. And even then, like it was completely new to me and it just blew my mind. So like any sort of information like that from players who are obviously better than yourself or myself or whoever is always going to be helpful. Unless obviously if you can implement it. That's it.
Yeah, I think
the only thing that I can't master now from being in Korea is how to pressure
With Kazuya?
with anyone, with Kazuya as well. But if you learn how to pressure, the game is yours. Like you get it's kind of like you just pressure them with movement.
Yeah.
And then you just learn when they're pressing button, and then you just kill them.
Well, it's
it
kind
doesn't
of
make any sense.
You're describing Dion's playstyle.
Mhm.
That's the pressure style that he got from Sen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be able to do that though, I think it's really hard.
Yeah, of course.
Just one more step.
Yeah,
Pressure.
I think that all the games you have before a tournament helps, and that's always going to be my biggest gripe with EVO being 3 times now. Is just that for the scale of the tournament, and I know it's like the #1 tournament on like for fighting games. There's no way to play casuals. There's not enough casuals, and it's just that's my biggest gripe, and always will be. I know it's probably like the type of tournament that doesn't cater to that, like which is why I know like a few players will prefer Combo Breaker in that instance, because they have a 24-hour venue. You can play casuals whenever. But yeah, I know I'm not the only person that was like dampened by the fact there's just nowhere to play casuals, and you're just waiting for
I think differently now though. I don't go after casual. People want to play me. There's a lot of people want to play me, but I got lazy.
No, just like you can't play casuals while the tournament's going on. Just every
course,
yeah. Every single.
But like even like travel all the way to America.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try play different players.
Yeah, 100%. It's just there wasn't any easy place to do so. I mean, like we were in Vegas like a couple of days early, and like okay, where can we play people? And, like there's a tournament being run here, or there's like a tournament run downtown. Like just it's like, is there any setups that like people's like hotels? Just so we can get some casuals in. It just seemed like such a pain to get some casuals in.
There's actually a lot of hotel room near us, like the where we stay, the Luxor.
The Luxor, yeah.
Yeah, I call it Loser. LUXOR,
Yeah.
Loser Hotel. Anyway, yeah, everyone was having their own room and all they set up. And
the thing is, you had to know, like you either know these people or like hope there was enough room. That just it's not as accessible as I would have liked. Like I got a few games in, like lucky enough to go to Wednesday night fights, but like I played the tournament there. But I would have loved like to just grind casuals like you did in Korea.
That's deathmatch for stream. Different purpose.
Yeah, still would have helped. Would have helped.
Yeah, but in Korea, man, 24/7, anytime you want to play. 5 a.m. in the morning, wake up, fucking whatever. There's people lining up for you.
So I know what the tournament was like for us while we were there. Alchemist, what was it like? I'm assuming you tuned in for the stream.
Yeah, I watched. I actually okay. So this is the funny thing. I was meant to work on the day top 8. If you're talking about top 8 specifically, or you're talking about the whole thing?
Oh, just in general, like leading to top 8. The funny, yeah, like the
Okay,
day one pulls. If you watched it.
Okay, so pools for me was like I very rarely watch pools at like these big events because a lot of the time it's not really interesting.
Yeah.
And if there are interesting matches, I'll go back and watch them on YouTube or something. But yeah, for pools, I mainly just wanted to watch Dion, Aken, dreadtech, like all the Australian players. I want to see how the Australian players are doing, and I want to see how Secret was doing.
Yeah.
Like I was to say I was heavily invested in Secret's performance is an understatement. Like I felt like I was with him in person. I made so many side bets that had to be cancelled because pools were moved around. I was so pissed off.
Oh wow!
And yeah, like I had around $200 on Dion in pools.
Oh good lord! Well, with who? People?
Americans.
Oh, how you do that?
How did you do that?
On Twitch, I know a lot of people.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Man,
Yeah,
you should have backed me up in pool. Fucking, I wrecked everyone.
I didn't even know what your pool was because the pools kept changing.
So people would just go on Yamasa, you know, and that would be big money.
I would have bet against you because I want revenge. You beat me at BAM and eliminated me. I hate that guy.
You's a nice guy. You's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I like him. But I'm just saying, like, I'm disappointed in how I lost him. But anyway, as a spectator, I thought EVO was amazing. Like top 8. I don't know if you guys saw, but a lot of us in Sydney, we woke up like 5 a.m.
and we go to BKB.
Yeah, and watch it together, and it was so good to watch. The top 8 was amazing. Like I've said this before, but Little Margin's performance was spectacular. Like no one could have predicted that. I'm not a fan of King. Like I don't like watching King. I know a lot of people do, but I like Margin as a player. Margin's cool.
It's funny because while Margin was going on his tear, I actually thought of you, and I'm like, I wonder if Eli is enjoying this at the moment, considering it's good.
Well, at any rate, yeah, like I like Margin as a person. Obviously, he's a great guy, like stand-up performer for the American community. But I don't like watching King. But watching him do what he did in that tournament was, it was something else.
It was amazing.
Just showing people, proving people wrong. That's the kind of underdog story you want to see at a big event like this. Because you look at the.
Let me quickly just go through his run in like the winners round of semifinals brackets. He beat Pecos. He beat John Ding. He beat Naroma. Top 8. Then he beat JDCR. I mean, that's insane. That's one hell of a run. That's one hell of a run.
Like you look at the names going to EVO, and you're like easy Korean, Japanese top 8, and then you have that one guy that snuck in and he does this.
Dude, a couple of Americans actually pulled up a few upsets here and there. Like I'm not sure if anyone saw Runner Black versus Book on stream in the in the mirror match. That was painful to watch for Book, man.
The other Jin guy.
Yeah, that was painful to watch for Book.
I would have not called Runner Black taking that.
Yeah, neither would I.
I mean, that was like a spectacular EVO performance on his part. So he got like 9th or something.
Yeah, he got 9th. There were so many crazy matches leading up to the top 8, like Book versus Secret. Same.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Wait, who did Secret lose to make top 8? To fail to make top 8? Was it Norma?
Yeah, that was the last match of the night.
Yeah.
I was heartbroken. Damn. I know. I wanted that Josie in there. But yeah.
It wasn't meant to be.
Another Anakin took out Kokoma. So
there were a lot of upsets.
Yeah, there were a lot of upsets. The top 8 was marvelous. It was great.
Top 8 was excellent.
Why is it when underdog beat a better player they call it upset?
Because they're the underdog.
Because he's not supposed to win.
He's not supposed to win. That's why they call the underdog. It's like
upset.
Yeah,
underdog means you're expected to lose.
I know what underdog means. Upset is like Oh, upset is sad, yeah.
It's just a term, man.
Yeah,
That's
so
just
you upset someone.
you
as in
upset someone.
You make them sad, as in you like you.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not
Welcome
upset.
to teaching Aken English 101 on the Beast underscore 151.
I like fob, so I have to stay fob.
But
I don't know if
yeah,
you
It's
get what I
literally
mean.
not how it works.
what did you think of Lohai's performance, Eli?
Well, he played really well. Like, I think. Okay, so after the reset in the grand finals, I'm just gonna get straight to the grand finals, and I'll talk about the rest of the matches.
Go for it.
But he after the reset, which was I think 3-1 in Kudan's favor, he won 3-0 if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You know, like Lohai has been playing Tekken's, like, is becoming more and more known in Tekken 7. Like, people knew who he was in Tekken Tag 2, but not internationally. And now that he's traveling a lot, you know, people know who he is. So, you know, he has made a name for himself. So, but regardless, him beating Kudans, who has, like, you know, I think Kudans won. There was an event that Kudans won just a few months before at TWT. Which one was it? It was the one where he beat Nee in the grand finals with the Devil Jin mirror.
That event, yeah, I can't remember which one.
Yeah, and he
Kudans lost to Lohai before a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying he isn't, but what I was getting at was Kudans has a lot of experience in the grand finals. He versed Nee, which he won. He versed Junding, which he lost, which was at CEO, I think. Or yeah, I think it was CEO.
Yeah.
So like he has a lot of experience playing in the grand finals. So you know that longer set where you have whatever, it could be like 6 matches, 3 matches, if there's a so yeah. But like the thing is, I did not expect it to be 3-0 in Lohai's favor after the reset. Like I thought Kudans would have had, oh shit, like I figured something out. Now it's going to be slightly closer. But Lohai just ran with it and he took it.
Yeah,
he played really well. Like there was moments where he had a very, very good read on Kudans, and he would take advantage. So there was this pivotal point where he did, like there was a moment where there was an arena stage, I think, and both players were doing nothing, and then Lohai waited, did hell sweep. Kudans did hell sweep. Lohai low parried and did rage art.
Yeah. I remember that moment.
He was waiting for that rage drive. Like he knew it was coming, and he timed the low parry perfectly. Because if he blocked it, I think he still would have killed with his 14 frame punish. But regardless, like he had the what's the word I'm looking for? The presence of mind to know that okay, the 100% he's doing it here. I just wait for it. Yeah, and pretty much, like, I don't know if you guys noticed this in the grand finals, I think in the last match itself, Kudan started dropping so many combos in input.
Yeah, dude, I was with Aken there, and we noticed that a lot, especially in the.
I don't know what that was.
Especially,
he blocked the rage art, and then he couldn't punish. He was like pressing 2-2 or something.
Yeah. But not only that,
that was the first miss input, I think, and then after that, just a lot of dropping punish.
Yeah,
like at early before reset, while setting 3-3 from Lohai,
Shaheen
blocked, and then he electric. And later down is no more. It's like he's not there anymore. So Kudan's the execution just dropped. Too nervous.
Yeah. I mean,
I spoke with him afterwards. He was it's okay, nervous.
Yeah, I didn't figure that because, like you said, you know, after the reset, I thought the momentum had shifted big time, but to go 3-0.
At any rate, like in regards to his other matches, he beat little margin 3-0 if I remember correctly. So like all the
3-1.
Oh, 3-1, regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, he lost the first match in the Infinite Azure, and then they rematched, and he won. Yeah, okay, now I remember. So, like, all the momentum Margin had through, like, beating all the other players, like JDCR, and then he beat... Oh, no, okay, so no, he beat JDCR, and then he played Lohai in the winners' final. But he had, like, the whole crowd behind him as well, because, the hometown hero. So I feel like that took a lot of momentum away from him, especially when he had to verse Kudans, and I think it was Kudans that 3-0'd Margin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But the top 8 in general was really, really good. Like you couldn't have like the Rangchu came.
Yeah,
fifth.
he came fifth. He came fifth.
Yeah,
That was good to
With
see,
Bears.
man. With Bears, I think once you hit top 6, there was no jacks. You had.
Oh yeah, interesting thing to point out is I was telling Dion and some other people. You know, you guys know how like Kazumi is considered one of the like top 3 tournament characters.
Yeah.
There were only 2 Kazumis in top 50, and the highest placing was 17th, and the second highest placing was 33rd.
Oh really?
Which I found really interesting. Like it might be because of a lack of Kazumi players that travel, but I don't think I even saw a single Kazumi in top 32 stream. Because Kokoma didn't play her at all at EVO. He only played Geese, Devil Jin.
I thought Take was like in top 16 or something.
No, he got 17th.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost to Bing.
That was weird.
He lost to Bing-chan, and then he lost to Book.
Yeah, that was weird. I expected Take to make top 8 free, to be honest. Because he's been very consistent in everything.
Yeah,
I don't know what got to him, but him losing to Bin Chang was very, very unexpected. Bin Chang is an old school player from Korea, but he's not as good as he used to be because he took a break after I don't think he was playing Tekken Tag 2. He came back in Tekken 7, but he lives in Canada now. So the player base is different. But yeah.
Dude, what about Shiri making top 8? I have to be honest, like I wasn't too familiar with him until I saw him at EVO.
You want to know the funny thing? Is he's not a pad player.
He's not?
No, he's a stick player. But in Japan, a lot of people know how to play pad.
Okay.
But he doesn't own a stick. So he plays pad at tournament. Yeah, but you can't play. He's a huge arcade player. He has, I think, 6,000 wins on his Shaheen in arcade. And you can't use pad in the arcades they play because he plays in West Japan. It's not like Sugamo where they're accessible to pad players.
Okay.
So he's been playing stick, but he played pad at EVO and he still did that well.
Someone lend this guy a stick. Oh my god.
It was so weird.
Yeah. No,
but you guys know he's known as the just do it Shaheen player.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's like the balls to the wall kind of Shaheen. He just does stuff and it works.
It worked. He beat John Ding and Saint. Granted, Saint wasn't himself, from what I hear. Yeah, he had a.
Saint had a food poisoning.
Yeah, food poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The night before.
Yeah, he went to Caesar's Palace
buffet and he got fucked up.
And then Abby wanted to go there on.
I didn't know. Like I didn't care how many people get food poisoning from Caesar buffet. I will still vouch for it. So yeah, it's that good a place. I think it could have been that. It could have been something else. Something in particular he ate. But yeah, doesn't mean I'm never gonna go to Caesar's buffet. But yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, cause like I hear a story like when really good player they lost. There's reason behind. Like like Kudan had a bad back. And then, but Saint had a food poisoning. I mean, I believe in Saint. He would make top 8. But imagine your stomach is fucked up. You have to play Tekken. Oh, time to down for 2. Oh, what the fuck, Shit happens.
I don't know. Like, sometimes there's an excuse and sometimes you have to hold it. I mean, some of these losses... I mean, like, who would have picked...
Yeah, I think he's too honest.
Who
would have to make an excuse?
Who would have picked John Ding losing against Little Margin?
That was a good match, though.
I didn't watch. I think. Wait, it was the day before top 8, yeah.
Yeah, it was the day before top 8.
I did watch.
Yeah. Or Book versus Secret. I had Secret to win that, but yeah, just like, a lot of people just played well.
Book lost to another Jin. Fuck, Imagine I go up against another Kazuya and fuck. I don't know how to bear that pain.
You're gonna have to hold that, man. You're gonna have to hold that. But yeah.
Like, fuck. I hate mirror match. Bye.
Yeah, I hate mirror matches too.
Yeah, Book didn't like it either. But he did want to change character. He said if he changed character, then maybe he lost his fan or something.
His pride.
That's what he was saying. Yeah, his pride.
Well, has he got a secondary?
He play anyone. He fucking play Claudio, Gigas, Kazuya.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Look,
Sure.
if you feel like your Jin isn't gonna make, switch character. 100%. Who cares what your fans think? This is all for the sake of placing higher.
Hmm. He wanted to main Shaheen because he was losing to Shaheen EVO Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. Most of the people in Thailand just tell him to play Jin, so he didn't.
I versed this Shaheen when I was in Korea for the IESF last year, and it was very good. Like he's really good at Shaheen. I versed this Shaheen and his Claudio and his Jin, and the one that gave me the most trouble was his Shaheen. Yeah, but he's really good at all those characters. But I can understand that he wants to stick with Jin. It's obviously he's the character he has the most tournament experience with as well. So that's probably a good reason.
But not enough tournament experience against another Jin, I think.
Probably.
And it's best of three. Best of three. Anything can happen in that set. I just want to quickly segue into the awesome Tekken reveal that we got to see. What did you guys think?
Dreadtech. Oh, Darren, you go first. You haven't said something in a while. Give us your...
What was the question?
What was the question?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, what did overall thoughts on the Tekken reveal? I mean, like, I knew we were gonna get at least one legacy character, but to get two and possibly like three.
I thought it was three. I thought it was going to be three.
Three legacy characters in that reveal.
Yeah, actually, that's what I had. That's what I had called prior to EVO. I said they were going to reveal three legacy characters, but it ended up being two legacy characters and one guest character.
I think with having two or three legacy characters, it honestly, I don't think it would have changed that much. I think the Walking Dead collaboration with Negan was the big one, like absolutely, like without a doubt, the big one, because Tekken fans don't understand is that
I don't like.
Like the thing
is,
it's marketing. It's marketing.
Yeah, The Walking Dead have millions of fans. There's more fans that watch and read The Walking Dead than there have been Tekken players for the entirety of the Tekken franchise. I guarantee you this.
Yes.
Like,
that's a big claim.
I think.
I guarantee you it. If it's not more, then it's at least the same.
Yeah.
So imagine having literally everyone saying, "Oh fuck, Negan is in the game. I need to buy Tekken." And then this feeds the cycle where Namco Bandai gets money. Then they're like, okay, we're getting money. Let's put more resources into Tekken, make it a better product. Everyone fucking wins.
Yeah.
So then they can give you your fucking label long, and then they can give me my Kiryu Kazuma.
I don't think Kiryu Kazuma is qualified.
Shut up, Aken. It's happening.
Anyway.
But no, it was.
Aken, your thoughts on the reveal?
The difference between 2 and 3 wouldn't have mattered.
But the new character, I don't watch Walking Dead. I mean, I've seen it 10 years ago, like the very first season, you know what I mean? But it didn't follow it up, so I didn't even know who this guy was.
Like new character aside, like you're happy that they brought back a few legacy characters, even though you.
Yeah. I like these guys. Like, I mean, I know how to fight them, so it's all good. Yeah. Like Anna, Lei, okay, that's good. Those characters back in T5, all right. And
like there were 3 more. So what's the general consensus among people? Do they think those 3 are still going to be legacy, or they're going to be like?
I'm like about 100% sure it's all legacy characters.
I'm of the same mind.
I would think it would be 2 legacy and another one, like one of the outside.
No, I see. What I think they're all going to bring. The 3 slots are all legacy. I think No,
because this year there's two characters outside of Tekken. Yeah. Noctis and Geese. Yeah. So they should do 2 characters outside of the. Huh?
And
Akuma doesn't count. Akuma came with it.
Okay.
Akuma came with the game, but
he's still a guest character.
Yeah, still a guest character.
There's a distinction. He's not a DLC character, but he's a guest character.
No, but he's part of the story, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's still a guest character.
He's still a guest character. He's from another franchise.
They made him part of the story as a contractual obligation.
Okay, that's a bit hard to understand. contractual obligation.
Yeah.
Learn the word.
It was probably the terms and conditions of making sure that you didn't have to pay for Akuma. So they made him part of the story. So they made the character like an unavoidable like point of the story's origin.
I still think it's gonna be one more outside Tekken, but I don't know what game.
Kazuma Kiryu.
Nah, that's too fucked up.
Dude, put that drink to rest, Dread, please.
It's never
Put it to
the
rest.
dream will always be
Put
alive.
it to rest. Like if it was gonna happen, would have happened. The hype, yeah. But I honestly think it's gonna be 3 more legacy characters. Like if at the very minimum 2. And my guess is Julia, Ganryu, and I don't know. They could pull anyone.
Why
for
don't
the
you
third
pick
one.
Marduk?
Because he's not coming back, man. He's not coming back.
Aken, I'll tell you why he doesn't pick it, because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to keep
Put his hope up.
Yeah, exactly. For what he thinks will be the eventual the disheartening heartbreak. All right, but he's coming back. He's coming back.
I mean, if they bring Jun back, I would play. But
No.
I don't even want Jun to come back because I don't know. Like why?
No, so you're like logically, it doesn't make sense to when you have Asuka.
Oh, way different. Jun is way different.
Yeah, they're not nowhere near the same. That's a really bad argument. They're nothing alike.
I think Jun is way better than Asuka.
I guess I haven't played both enough to realize the distinctions between them.
It's like how people still think Yoshimitsu and Kunimitsu are the same when they're absolutely nowhere near close to one
they're
another.
different too.
Yeah, very, very.
Kunimitsu, it's a bit like True Ogre.
Well, storyline wise, like you won't get Jun back. How would she fit in?
Well, they could.
Yes, you can. They can just resurrect her.
No, that's weak, man.
They can do anything.
That's weak. They
can be like
she's not dead.
In another capsule or something.
She's not dead. She's
not.
No, but you don't have to. You don't have to.
Because granted, I have to come clean. I'm not too upfront with the Tekken storyline with every single character, so I just assumed she was dead.
But what makes you think that they have to include a Tekken character as part of the canon storyline to bring them back? They could, like Kazumi's dead. Like she's part of the canon.
But it's
so
still.
They could still bring Jun back even though Jun's dead.
But she's not.
Jun is not dead.
But see, because Kazumi fits in because the storyline right now is kind of a backstory falling into what's going on, so it kind of makes sense for her to be there.
But then the next episode, Jin's rising up, trying to fuck with Kazuya, and then Jun's come along. Hey, stop the fight. Let's go to sleep together. They're done.
What the fuck?
What are you on about? Aken?
What?
What? Jun come back and then let's stop the fight and then bring Kazuya back home. Done.
Yeah, come home, be a family man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then start eating sushi. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that ending, I forgot.
Yeah, I know what you're
like
talking
eating.
about.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah,
sushi.
it's Tekken Tag 2, I think.
Yeah, I like that. They should make something more warm.
Anyway, like I could almost bet my life you will see Julia, if not Julia, Michelle Chang. You will see Ganryu because he's different enough and unique enough that they'll bring him back.
I think Wang also has a chance, but even though he's
Wang is dead.
I don't care that he's dead. I think his playstyle was different enough, right?
No, Wang. Oh yeah, well, Wang used to be kind of like Michelle.
All right,
like,
new story then. Wang's grandson. Fine, whatever. Wong.
True.
He's
Chinese character.
But yeah, I don't think that would waste a slot on Mokujin, so throw that idea out the window.
No, I think Mokujin is good.
If a new character and it comes out and he's based off of Wang's playstyle and he's called Wong, everyone in this room owes me $10. Even the chat owes me $10 as well.
All right, done.
So is Marduk dead?
No,
he's injured.
Yeah, well, fuck, then he can come back too.
No, he's not. I don't think they're gonna bring him back.
I think he might be added. I've just been like that was my first idea was they're gonna add Julia, Marduk, and Armor King. That's how I thought it was gonna get added.
No Armor King.
you think that. Like people say, oh, King has a lot of his moves, but he really doesn't.
No,
And the
no, but
playstyle is really different.
Yeah, but
If we're
I
going
think-
by that logic, see, Gigas has more of Marduk's move than King does of Armor King.
I just think Armor King is a bit too broken to be in Tekken 7. That's all.
That's stupid. They could just
What?
balance him.
Yeah, they could just balance him.
They just change characters. You
Yeah.
guys know how many people complain. Koreans always complain about Lei with his Razor Rush. They think that move is like broken, but he was added to Tekken 7. So yeah, they could just change characters.
Razor Rush is broken.
Yeah, Razor Rush is broken. You know how many Koreans used to say that was broken? In
For
Tekken
neutral
7?
2-2-2-2-2. 2-1-2-1-2.
For neutral 1-2-1-2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1-2-1.
1-2-1.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
That
was
was like top 10 moves in like every game Lei's been in. It's so good.
okay.
But yeah, like they can just change the way Armor King is played and everything. What do you think is broken about Armor King?
I don't know. I just don't think he deserves a win Godfist. It's like, get out of here.
Okay, that's clear bias in the picture. That's I know.
But I mean, if it was up to
he's a wrestler. Fuck, and he got a win Godfist.
Yeah, I think
I just did like it.
I think what you've seen from the characters that have been revealed is like in terms of like the cries for popularity, because out of the legacy characters, you've heard the cries for Lei and Anna the most probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then maybe you should cry more.
Dude, I'm only one guy, man.
Who helped you? Who support you?
I'm
Help
done.
me.
I'm
Help
done.
me also one day, Marduk.
I'm
He will help
done. I'm done crying for Marduk. I'm done.
You know, there's a lot of Koreans that ask for Marduk back because they want to see Narukov play again competitively.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, Narukov said he'll play competitively if Marduk is added back.
Like 200 Ron announced he's come back because of Anna.
Yeah.
Because Anna. Yeah.
I mean, when you're that close to a character, like you think this way, like I can't play unless they're in the game. That I don't understand that mentality. But I'm relatively new to Tekken, so like I don't have that kind of emotional investment.
It's the whole point of being a character loyalist. I mean, who would Aken play if Kazuya wasn't in this game?
If they took Kazuya out, I'll quit.
100%. Exactly.
Yeah, I won't play anymore.
100%. That's
similar to him.
Like it's
No
funny.
Kazuya,
It's funny you bring that up because I remember a tweet early on about people complaining about characters not being in the game, and Michael Murray's like, these people complaining like, are you more so a fan of the character than you are of Tekken? Because that's what it seems like, and I'm like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that outlook on it because you got Tekken players who have played this one character or two characters for like how many iterations of Tekken, and then you just take them away, and it's just like it's not that they're not fans of the Tekken. It's just that's character loyalty, 100%.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen to me to some degree when Tekken 8 comes out and Kazumi's not in the game. But I don't think it'll drive me not to play the game.
Oh, because you're lucky enough that you've expanded your roster. Like, how many characters can you play Alchemist? Quite a lot.
Define the word play.
Oh, how many would you bring to a tournament level?
6 or 7.
Yeah, there you go. Like, I had 2, maybe 3 I had on tournament level, and all 3 of them were taken from me. So it's just like, what do you do?
Fair enough.
Dude, especially like when fighting games, it's more than just playing character. Like a lot of these, like some of these, like it's your play style
I mean, that's invariably like where people have to choose their path, right? You either play a character you like, or you play someone who suits your play style.
I think you can create your own playstyle.
Yeah, obviously, of course, 100%.
But there's always like a baseline of like, okay, this character does this thing very well, right?
Yeah.
And to leverage that to its to its maximum is only easier if you understand, like if the base fundamentals of that character speaks to you, like, and you understand it more.
I'm learning. No, I'm
Like-
getting it.
Like I didn't know I would pick Hwarang. And I didn't
Yeah,
have.
why
I don't have any attachment to.
Why
any
did you
picking
pick
character? Because
You
one,
like Taekwondo?
no, I don't care about Taekwondo.
Okay, why you pick him? What the fuck?
Because his combos were fun to do, and he's rushdown mix-up based. So, and I like rushdown mix-up characters.
Geese Howard.
Yeah, well, fuck that shit.
That's the true rushdown.
Okay, aside from the legacy, new characters that are coming, we also got to see a glimpse of 1, new moves, and 2, new rage drives. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
2 new rage drive. Steve.
As a Steve player, I don't know because I'm one of the Steve players that thinks Steve's current rage drive is actually good. Like I don't think it's bad.
Yeah,
I think it's
fucking
like,
Nobi, kill me with that.
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's good. You know how many
Like,
people
what
say
the
it's shit?
fuck?
yeah.
So many people say it's shit, and I'm here. Like I started learning Steve 6 months ago, and I play him like a lot.
Look, I don't play Steve, but like I've my own opinion on his rage drive. Do you think it's very situational though? His rage drive.
It's just a mind game.
Okay.
And even if it doesn't hit, it's still +7 on block at the wall. And Steve is one of those characters that can do a lot with plus frames, especially at the wall. So I think it's actually really good. But transitioning to the new rage drive that we saw, which if it's the same as Sonic Fang, is a 14-frame mid launcher that I believe it's going to be. So, judging by what I think the input is going to be Sonic Fang 3 because you can see how he goes into Dark After.
It's going to be Sonic Fang Hole.
No, I don't think so because you can see how he goes into the stands after. So I don't know because we'll see. But the point is, like, if it is a 14-frame mid launcher and based on how it launches, that's like an easy 70 damage for Steve.
What if Namco decide to give everyone 2 rage drive?
That's good.
No. I think that's the plan.
That's also possible.
No, that's the plan. That's what you saw.
Lei got 5.
Well, you can see why they did that because of his stance. So it's going to be unique to him. But I think giving everyone an additional rage drive will freshen it up a bit. It's almost like
Horang got 2.
Yeah.
I try to say that if everyone does have 2 rage drives, I really hope you don't have to pick. If you have to pick, that would piss me off so much.
Really?
Yes.
If you have to pick I honestly think they'll go the way of Street Fighter. Like the V triggers. You pick 1 or 2.
I really hope not. I hate that.
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I agree with Aken. That system is trash.
You want it to be like when you in rage, then you have to be more aware of what's coming. So now you have to worry about rage art, rage drive, and another rage drive. So like how Kazuya in rage, people's more concerned about ducking. Like I might come back with a hell sweep, or I can do a rage drive. So people is like, oh shit. During the rage is really really difficult. So now if people have 2, the time where Kudan's lost to low high, he might have a mid electric rage drive. Who the fuck knows? Then there's like he can't just predict that hell sweep anymore. So it just make the game even harder to kill. Like to close down the game. Yeah,
I prefer it that way. It just like expands your options of what you're able to do.
Yeah, and you got one chance of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's still the same mechanic, you just have one chance of doing it. Yeah,
you also have to take into consideration that if they do give every character 2 rage drives, it'll most likely be like really hard to balance it out because they're gonna have to make a new, really threatening tool that a character could use with rage. But at the same time, it can't be something like a true 50-50 with like the current rage drive. So how Jack has the debugger rage drive. They're not going to give him like a full launching mid rage drive.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Then they might give him a combo rage drive, the one that just push them down on the ground or something.
Yeah, something like that. But they won't give him like if they give Jack like a mid, like if they give him
no, that would be ridiculous.
A launching forward one that would be broken.
Yeah, no, exactly. Why would you make? Yeah, that would be a horrible 50-50 game. Yeah, balancing these rage drives will have to be a thing, but
Tekken never really 50-50 though. I mean, it is like in some situation, but a lot of the time it's still steppable.
Yeah, but there's a lot of factors to take in. So yeah, but it can be 50-50, it cannot be 50-50. You always have option to do whatever. But it's still like annoying when you have to deal with a low and a mid, especially when you're looking out for both options and the player can alter their timing to confuse you. So like especially for newer players, they're gonna get pissed off dealing with a 50-50 rage drive or something like that.
You guys just try power crush the rage drive.
What if it's a low?
Yeah, what if it's a low? You're done.
You die.
We're just talking about Jack anyway. But I'm curious to see how they buff, because you guys know there's also a balance pack.
Yeah, 100. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
I'm really looking forward to see how they buff characters and how they. I hope they. I
want them to do it properly, like a proper. Like, I know we're segueing into a different game. Well, I'm just mentioning it. Like, this recent patch that's come out for Dragon Balls has been like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's a good patch.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic way. It's reinvigorated my my excitement for the game.
Like I don't want it to just like make the bottom tiers, make Lucky Chloe like, even though I hate the character, make her like viable, make Gigas viable, because I said after EVO I'm done with Gigas.
Hold up.
What's
Lucky Chloe's already played a lot in.
Okay, all right, but she's still down there at the bottom.
She still needs buffs.
Yeah, she still needs buffs. She still viable isn't the word. Viable isn't the word, but she still needs buffs.
Why would she need buffs? She's fucking good.
No, she's definitely like needs some changes. By the way, I try to point out BK Summers in the chat, and this guy, he's just waiting for his top tier characters to get buffed even more to play them. This guy.
Dude, he buffed or not, he's not playing Tekken anymore. He pretty much confessed to me at EVO he's done with it. It's too hard. It's not as easy as Street Fighter.
I just want them to change Kazuya move. Give me my back four. That's it. That's done.
Yeah, I think that would be fair. Like, make the new back four up back four or something.
Yeah, then he's good. Like,
I don't like the way it is now.
Foot four is dumb.
Like, I do a lot of because I have free time at work where there's downtime. So I just think of buffs that characters can get, or like some nerfs or whatever, and I just write it down. And I just think about it, and so sometimes I just think of like the most ludicrous shit. But I still think to myself
you think they need to nerf Jin Forward 4?
No,
I think that move is dumb.
No,
it's fucking dumb.
It's really good.
It's not launcher.
As a guilty pleasure, if I continue to play Josie, I want chain grabs back. I want that shit back.
Chain grab?
Yeah, like Bruce had.
Oh, okay.
The only character. Sorry, go on.
No,
didn't Bruce's chain grab do like 75 damage?
It's like easy to break.
No, but there are different routes for it. There are some that do like they go all the way from 40 damage to 70. So it just depends on the route.
Josie doesn't look like the type of character to have that kind of stuff, but you can hope for it.
Yeah, I can. Like I said, it's a guilty pleasure on my part. I would love to see that.
I've been saying for a long time, I just think maybe one move needs to be nerfed in the entire game, and that's Dragunov's down 2. So, and I'm happy with that, but I want to see buffs for weaker characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. I just want to see.
I would like to see more buffs than nerfs.
Me too. So, but we can just wait. I assume, I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but I don't think they're gonna announce or release any of this stuff until after the Tekken World Tour.
Yeah,
so
I don't think we'll see anything at Tokyo Masters or anything like that.
No,
we only just EVO just came and we just got that massive reveal. So
I feel like the patch would come before the characters, right?
No, I doubt it. Actually, wait.
Yeah, the patch will come before the characters. Yeah.
But that if you put it that way, it means that because they won't put the patch until
if they are making mechanic changes like adding a rage drive or changing adding a wall bounce mechanic, they would have to change the DLC characters after they release them, and that sounds like too much of a hassle.
No, I thought they were going to release them all at the same time.
Oh no, hell no! I think
wouldn't
the DLC characters will be piecemeal, one at a time. Just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Street
100%.
Fighter.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it'll be as
I
well.
thought they were going to release Anna and Leia at the exact same time with the balance patch and like all the changes. That's my opinion. That's what I think. But I know
Maybe
Negate
that's possible. That's possible.
I know Negate is not coming out until next year.
Yeah, he's not to 2019.
Not that
Could
I
be
care.
end of the year.
Yeah, end of the year. I think end of the year, like around Christmas time,
True.
as a present to the scene.
Well, when is TWT finals?
December 1
December.
2.
Yeah. Okay. You still got a while.
Yeah, but they might announce another shit on TWT final.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I think they'll.
Oh yeah,
100%.
they'll announce, I think.
Hopefully they come earlier.
I don't think so. They won't.
Why not?
Because they'll.
It's not gonna wreck the TWT thing. I mean, it's just gonna balance it out. You just have to live with it, I think.
I don't think they do it from a
I don't. Yeah.
from a TO's point of view.
Yeah,
Like, not TO, like they run the
I
tournament.
don't think you'll see a balance patch before TWT is over.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm on the game.
You guys know that what I was saying. I was talking to Fade, Yusuf, or however you want to talk. Like because of the way they announced the season 2 and how there's balance changes, there's characters added. It's almost guaranteed there's going to be a third season for the TWT.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's a really good thing for the scene. Like you have a future to look forward to with the game, even though it's going to be out for whatever how many years.
Tekken's doing well.
Tekken's doing well. Like I'm not surprised at all. I'd actually be very surprised if there wasn't. It's just
Likewise.
It's just got so much momentum behind it right now. I mean, it was the only game at EVO to increase in numbers. Like everyone's hyped for the reveal. It's doing well sales wise, and yeah, I would actually be surprised if there wasn't another season for TWT.
I want them to make 3 Masters events. Oh no, 3 TWT events in Australia.
What
That's
the-
my goal.
Oof.
3
Why?
events. Because so Australians can actually compete.
I think 3 stretching it unless you want to include New Zealand into that.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. I mean,
So like one in Melbourne, one in
one in Sydney, one in Melbourne, and one in New Zealand.
one in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Southern Cross Up is big enough to host the Masters event.
Oh, sorry. I said Masters, but what I meant was just TWT events. They don't have to be Masters.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if because I cut myself off and then I started a new sentence, but I didn't mean Masters. I just meant any
just
TWT
any
event.
WD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
like it was going to happen. Like if OHM was going to run, it was going to happen. You were going to have at least 2. So I think next year, yeah, you can very much look forward to seeing at least 2 in the form of OHM and BAM. Yeah, and
When we're supposed to get some online duty as well?
I think
What
that's at
happened
the
to that?
very end.
it's near the end.
Oh, okay.
It's near the end. Yeah, it's looking like even with the 3, if there are 3 events in Oceania, like you're still gonna have to travel. There's not enough events here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But that way, there's like more of a like that's traveling from Australia to anywhere is like expensive, pretty much.
Look,
So it gives like people in the OCE region more of a chance.
like you can travel to Asia. It's just the competition's fierce. I mean, you'd wanna make your way to America, but it's not cheap. It's not easy.
And it's a long journey.
Mm-hmm.
It is a long ass journey.
Yeah. So have you got your sights set on EVO America anytime soon, Alchemist?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but I know you want to go in 2 years' time. I'll try and make that.
Yes, please do. Like I'd love for Australia to make a big contingency force in 2 years' time.
In 2 years will be a long time from now.
Aken, Dread, are you guys keen on going back?
Yeah, I mean, I might even go again next year, but we'll see how it happens because, like, I've got family up there, so I might as well go.
Not of all of us have that luxury.
I know. I'm not saying that you all have to go too.
Just house me as a brother.
We can talk.
But isn't it too far from the venue? Get a hotel in
What?
Vegas,
Sorry?
like where Dread live.
Yeah, but
No,
then
no. It's just
like it would cut a lot of my costs. And
Yeah.
like my only cost would be the weekend of
see,
Vegas. 'cause
yeah.
if I go-
It depends on if you want to go to America just for Evo or you want to go.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. See, because like if I'm going to America, I don't want to just go for Evo. Like, I want to see a bit of stuff.
Like next year, I want to go to Evo, but there's no way it's happening because I'm already going to Japan at start of the year. At the end of the year, I'm going to Europe, so that's already a lot of money on traveling.
Yeah. That's
So the only way I'll go is if I'm sponsored, but which is very unlikely. But so I want to try and do it in whatever 2021. Holy shit! 2020. That's a long time from now, but yeah, 2020.
Yeah, 2 years is enough time to plan out for an American trip. So anyway.
I just want to experience it once while Tekken is still really popular.
100%. I think as this, like I said, like I brought up, like as you want to experience it as just as a spectacle, especially that finals day, top 8. Like I think what were the highlights for you, Aken and Dread, being at Evo? What were your special moments?
My highlight wasn't Evo. My highlight was Wednesday Night Fights.
Well, specifically Evo, if you don't mind.
Aken versus you.
That was your highlight.
That was really good.
There's a lot of Japanese guys behind it.
Also the way the Japanese guys were joking as well.
Oh my god,
very,
yeah,
very
like dude, I've got that on camera. I was scouring my YouTube, but I was gonna link it in the chat and just remembered that I haven't uploaded.
So,
what happened, Alchemist? Just because I don't think I brought it up was like for the most part, like Japanese when they spectate, they're very respectful. I think that's the general consensus, unless like there are
not from my experience at BAM.
Oh really?
That's another time.
I noticed Take came to help you at the end. Like at first they were standing far aside, laughing and shit after Kazumi picked. But then the next game when you put out your camera, Take was next to you, like behind you.
Okay, yeah. Let me just quickly finish this story. I think what Dread is referring to was like top 32. There was a few Japanese matches going, and Shudi, God bless him, he was just going off. He was.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. It was so great that I had to get my camera out and start recording this dude because he was just like. Obviously, I can't repeat it because I don't speak Japanese, but it was just he was just going at it commentary wise, and it was just great to see.
He always does that. Shudi was like when I was in Japan for the King of Iron Fist.
Yeah,
he started the entire group of people to start chanting. So when people do combos or whatever, he's always like really into it in the crowd.
Yeah, dude.
I remember Yusuf telling me at the grand finals for the Evo where Saint won. Every time Saint did Jack's rage art, he'd imitate the rage art.
Yeah.
Like in the crowd.
Oh, it's
so
great.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, 100%. Like as soon as this podcast is done, I'll upload the video. It's just you have to see. It's great if you haven't seen him. But yeah, Aken, what was your highlight for Evo?
Well, I can't really think one on top of my head, but there's one thing that I remember clearly is when Lee Margin does the fucking unblockable setup on Kudans. The first one hit. I was I was quite disappointed.
The second one didn't hit. But then the third and the fourth one hit.
And launches him. And I'm going, yeah, Kudan's good. And he does it again. And this time he hit Kudans. I'm like, fuck this guy. That's like, he got some kind of mentality where it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep doing it. It worked. And it surprised me. I don't know. Maybe I should try that. down for two. It's going to land. I don't know. That's just one thing that I got from like I'm not expecting anything like that from top 8, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting like a game of like more ground and
Mm-hmm.
like more base of like block punish with punish properly, more spacing, but set up like that and throw it 3 times in a row. I don't know. It's unreal to me. Yeah, so that surprised me.
Well,
And
there's
that's
a lot of
probably
plays,
one of
man.
my moments.
There's a lot of plays and the different styles. Yeah, I think probably top moment for me was it's not the top moment, but the most random moment was during top like 32. Like if you've never been to EVO, like there was a setup, and the amount of people behind setups watching people play is just ridiculous. Dread can vouch for me on this, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's ridiculous. Like there's no room. Like once like obviously you guys have been to EVO Japan, so it's probably something similar.
It was way worse. Like it was smaller, and like the setups were a lot more cramped.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
you have crowds. You have big crowds behind each setup.
But in that situation, you couldn't escape. Like if you were locked onto a setup to watch, you couldn't even leave, let alone like reposition yourself.
Mm-hmm. So it was worse in Japan.
Was there heaps of people watching me versus Nobi?
Yeah, there were heaps. Like there were, especially like the amount of Japanese that came out was ridiculous. I think like 50 Japanese players came out.
Wow.
Yeah. So they always had a big group of people watching. I think that the craziest moment for me was when there was one top 32 match going on, and the actual setup table, it actually collapsed.
Oh yeah.
It was actually ridiculous. I'm gonna see if I can.
I heard that. I didn't even know what's going on. Something like fell down or something.
Yeah, the table fell down with like all the setups on top of it and everything. I want to see if I can find that picture. I'll post it later. But yeah, like Aken versus you was good. Anytime an Australian got on, you don't know how many times I petitioned for an Australian to get on stream. It was actually ridiculous. But anytime an Australian was on stream, that was good. Dion winning and flashing the Australian flag, that was nice.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was sick. Yeah, all in all, very, very good EVO. I highly recommend everyone get out there once.
It's definitely like one of those things you just have to go to once, because it's just so much more different from what a normal tournament is like.
Yeah, I mean everyone loves BAM. Like we all love BAM, but EVO is just like BAM on steroids.
Like in terms of like, because I've been to both EVOs, the actual like the first day and the first day, like the preliminary pools day, is kind of pretty much similar. But the finals day is just completely nothing. Like Japan finals day doesn't got shit on America. Like America is just so much of a bigger spectacle.
100%. Like
yeah, that's why I keep saying like in Tekken tournament, it's only hype when you actually got people to watch it properly. You know, remember the yesterday tournament we had Pegasus when Rami couldn't put the final on the big screen.
Yeah,
no one give a shit. Some people might stand around and watch it, but then you get like Abdul and Friendly Tree playing Street Fighter. I'm like, what the fuck? And he was like, he lost the game. He got up and like distracting the beat on the way out. I'm like, dude, they're playing a final. I would be so pissed.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I mean, at least walk left, go the other side. Like, okay, you don't watch the game, don't disturb.
He just wasn't. Well, Abdul just wasn't very aware that his stick was like within.
Within I don't know. In my mind, if that happened to me, I'd be like, what the fuck? Can I get a reset?
That was the finals for Street Fighter. Not that it mattered because there was like 3 entrants.
Yeah, but 100%. Like the finals day is part of the EVO package. You have to be there. Like when I found out like people were trying to fish for tickets like the day over, I'm like, come on, man! Like you didn't plan on buying tickets like all these months ago.
Oh yeah, people offered me money to buy my ticket when I walked out.
Yeah, 100%. See, the thing is, you don't have to.
Are you coming back in? Maybe, I don't know.
The thing is, you don't have to.
I didn't have the hard copy. So.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't have to because Smash All you have to do is wait for the Smash people to leave and just get their tickets because they're not coming back.
Ah.
But yeah,
Why didn't they come back?
because Smash.
Oh, Smash was on Saturday.
Yeah,
Smash players only care about Smash.
Smash, yeah. You want to fill in? Yeah. On finals day, you had Smash as the second game, and like once they're done, they're not coming back.
Oh, sorry. I don't
Yeah.
follow Smash, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know
Yeah.
the scene smells.
Mm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nice.
I think we're way past that. But my only
But they got more
complaint.
entrants, right? They have more entrants.
No,
in every
no.
tournament.
Tekken had, or for EVO, like as far as I know, EVO isn't the event.
It's not.
For Smash.
The thing
Yeah.
is, with Smash, they've got like they have like 5 other different events this month.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like this EVO is not like
the pinnacle of Smash.
the pinnacle of Smash.
Yeah.
The Smash players go to EVO because there's some prestige to it, but it is not like it wouldn't probably register. It wouldn't even register in the top 5 of it, like top 5 tournaments of Smash importance to them.
Ah, so they're not even that important. Even they
No, not
EVO.
to Smash
What the fuck?
people. No, Smash people have other high profile tournaments.
EVO is
yeah.
not that important to Smash, from what I understand. But,
Okay.
I mean, is it not the most money?
Are they the
Not
was
not,
that the- was
the
that-
money is not no way. It's not the most money.
was that the
Oh,
game
really?
that was like making loud noise while we were watching?
And the thing
Top
is,
32?
like, it's a pro and a con as well, because like Smash people, they really care about how they handle their tournaments. So a lot of Smash players, they're entitled to a better tournament experience. There's a lot of things in FGC. It's just like, okay, if you don't make it out, this is your fault. Get good. But Smash people believe that if you're gonna seed a tournament, you seed from top to bottom, 100%. If you got 1,000 entrants, you seed every single fucking entrant so that your games are as like balanced as possible. So that everyone has a good experience and they come back to your tournament, because Smash have literally no hope of having any Nintendo support, of having any sponsor money. So they are very, very reliant on making the tournament experience as good as possible. So you've got tournaments like Genesis, you got tournaments like Apex, you've got tournaments of that sort of caliber that
isn't that
treat
rigged?
Smash players like VIPs, but because of that, they are entitled in a sense that they expect a better tournament experience. Like top 64 in most Smash tournaments are first to 3, regardless. It's not like other FGC events where best of the first to 3 is only for grands. That's just not a thing in Smash. That's why everyone hates, like, Smash people hate EVO, because it's first to 2 all the way until grands.
Okay.
That's just
Wait,
not
really?
yeah, that's just not a thing. With
Speaking of which, just to comment on people asking, what was that controversy that happened in grand finals with the Bayonettas?
Okay, so the controversy with the grand finals was that, to preface this by saying, Bayonetta in Smash 4 is an absolutely bonkers broken character that doesn't actually fit the mechanics of the game. She like imagine if every character in like Smash had like most of their moves, if not all of their moves, were like minus on block and shit. Bayonetta is the only character that have plus on block moves, so she can just abuse you on block. So she is already on its own a hated character.
Yep.
And the 2 players that got to grand finals were A, Bayonetta mains, B, training partners, C, under the age of 18. So they're just kids. And because they played Bayonetta, they received a lot of like negativity, like boos and all that shit. So to troll everyone, they chose to just stall the game by charging their like one of their special moves, which is basically Bayonetta that just charges a gun, and they stall for the next 2 minutes. So then the head TO comes up to them and say, "Hey, if you don't fucking play, I'm DQing you guys." And then that's just basically what happened.
Okay, all right, yeah.
It was like immaturity from like both sides.
Okay. So they never had sex?
What?
No, apparently not. Apparently not.
But yeah. See that? Yeah, that's EVO in a nutshell.
Yes, Jigs. Smash games take a long time, especially Smash 4 games. Melee, not so much.
I think my only only complaint with Evo is it's so big you can't get a chance to like do everything. Like even just focusing on Tekken, like there wasn't enough time to like focus on all the matches I wanted to. Like I think
Did you guys watch? Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was going to say, did you guys pay any close attention to any other top 8s besides Tekken?
See, going into Evo, there were 3 things I wanted to do. Like I wanted to watch the boys play, like do well, and Taz from NRS from New Sydney, like he's probably the best he's the best Injustice player in Australia. Like I play, so like I wanted to support him and like watch wherever I can. And it was so hard juggling, watching his matches, going over to watch Tekken's matches, playing my own matches, and it's just there's not enough time to do everything.
Yep.
Then when you want to mix in, there are internationals here that I know, I want to go meet them, say hi, as well as support the boys, as well as play my matches. There's just not enough time for everything. It's just such a drainer. People like I wanted to catch up with that I didn't have the chance to, so it's just unfortunate. It's just the nature of, we had that many people coming along this time, and like you wanted to support the boys. Everyone had a match on at every given moment.
I'm surprised that many like Japanese, Korean people, and even like commentators remember us from BAM. It's really humbling.
Yeah,
like it really like felt fortunate that like they remember who I am. Like, and I'm a nobody.
No, 100%. Like I think you said it best. Like FGC, for the most part, like the celebrities aren't on a high horse, or too much of a high horse that they will mingle.
That's definitely a problem that Smash has, but that's another story.
Yeah.
That's actually something interesting that you pointed out, because that's one of the things that actually triggers me a bit when there's a tournament on. It's like a big tournament, and there's a player that everyone knows, like everyone in the chat knows. Like they'll say, Go Attack, for example. Oh, he's the world's best Raven player.
Yeah.
And then the commentators don't know who it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like people don't know who, like some of the top players or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but sometimes they have commentator who doesn't really play Tekken, but sometimes they have the one that play Tekken.
No, sometimes I feel like the commentator selection, like they have people who know the game but just aren't well versed in like the scene of Tekken.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like if you know that you're doing commentary for an event of like that magnitude, you should do your research.
100%.
Yeah, like that. When I have to do commentary, I make it like the first thing I do is I need to know every player in the pool I'm doing commentary for. I need to know who they play.
Yeah.
I need to know like what they're known for, some of their history, where they're from. So, but like, yeah, you're mentioning that they remembered you, and that's like a really good thing. I'm glad they did.
The issue is like Eli is like you don't like they don't know what matches are going to go up, so they can't really do the required research.
100%.
And neither can they pour through the 200,000 entrant list and say, hey, I'm gonna like.
Oh no, but you should. They probably have a schedule for the commentary, so they know which pool they're commentating.
That's true. You're not wrong about that.
You're not wrong, but still, like the amount of matches you could pull from even the pools that you're gonna come.
I'm pretty sure there were like more than 8 pools going on at once.
Very unpredictable. Like like so many times, like I was there when the people were coming up to say, okay, we want this pool on stream, and then maybe like 10 minutes later, like, okay, cancel that. We haven't got time for that. Let's just go with this one. It was very, very hectic at some stages.
Like Evo is kind of something you can't really prepare for, even as anything, to be honest, because there's like 8 pools going on at the same time. You don't know who's going to get thrown on stream. It just becomes on how the time measures up.
Yeah, and it's also depend on if they have enough space for you to go in as well. Like I was supposed to play after Tanukana, I think, and I was waiting with Rip for like I don't know, fucking half an hour, and Rip just go, I'm gonna play off stream.
Yeah?
No, at
Evo.
Evo, yeah.
Oh.
And then Rip just go, I'll just play off. Fuck this, like take too long. And like the Australian guy was around waiting. So I go up there. I should play after Tanukana, and then Tanukana never turned up, and then so they come out. Okay, you play first, and then Tanukana came along, and then like, oh fuck Tanukana, you two, like you go after these guys. Okay, Yeah, that's what happened. It's like we finished the pool like to the final, as in like the last game of the pool. Then they brought us into the stage and have to talk to the guy at the back, see if there's time for us to go in and play. Like the guy from my pool came along, go, oh, we got good player. We got a match for you, kind of thing. And the guy look at the schedule and go, okay, this guy, okay, we can fit you in here. So yeah, so I don't know how it worked, but it was a long wait. I mean, if you want to get over it, you can just play off stream. That's why Take and everyone else just fuck the stream and just keep playing off stream.
I mean, they don't like playing.
Yeah, I was going to bring that
too,
because of the lag.
Yeah, and there's a lag.
It seems to be a reoccurring thing. I think that's always going to be the case with the stream setup. Like, how was it like when you played Aken?
Oh, I couldn't land down for electric. So,
so obviously,
obviously, it was laggy.
It wasn't that laggy, but like I land 1 down for 2 against you, and then I launch it. I tried that guy once, didn't launch. So I'm just gonna go with that. But in most part of the game, my whip punish was more off, and my electric wasn't right. Yeah. So just slight lag, but can get used to it.
Any final comments on EVOs, guys?
Final comments on EVO. I don't know, the stage was amazing. I like it.
For the top 8.
Yeah, the top 8.
I didn't like it because they changed it from last year's. Like they have the fast stage where all the players are is usually in the center and everyone's just around them watching.
Okay, so this one looked worse than last year.
I think for day 2 as well is so electric in the atmosphere, because that's where it's like top 128 to top 8, and just like trying to like listen to the TO and him announcing matches, and you're just like, oh shit, this match is on and it's going to be off stream. So you just like
you see crowd, like
the crowd
you
just forms.
See of people just forming behind the setup, and it's just like the experience is just like you can't describe it. And
you want to talk about people getting fucking loud and hype. Like,
I actually think that they should actually focus on putting people on stream for hype as well. There's gonna be like so many matches that
there's too many matches.
Good on stream.
There's too many matches, Aken. Look,
but they put a lot of shit match on stream as well.
No, but initially, like for day 1, you're gonna have the shit matches, which is why guys like Eli will not tune in. But the top 64, you had Jimmy J Tran versus Joey Fury, Reinhardt versus Runner Black. That's a good match, like spectator wise. Book versus Secret, John Ding versus Shadow 20 ounce, Little Margin versus Pecos. All these matches you can't play on stream.
Book versus Mr. Knapp should be on stream as well.
Look, see, the thing is, which is why I wanted to, like, when I could, and when I was around pools, I wanted to input here and there. Like, the people who were allocating what matches to be on stream aren't going by the names, because they don't know. The bracket runners aren't Tekken fans. They're just like, oh, this is a winners final. Let's put this on stream. So
they're there to work.
Yeah, they're there to work.
All the Tekken fans are playing Tekken. They're not working.
See, there was I remember specifically for Tin's pool. I really wanted one of his matches on stream, like him versus Rangshu. But the woman coming up, allocating the stream matches, are like, oh, we don't have time. And I'm talking to our pool bracket runner. I was like, dude, like whatever you can do to get this match on stream, get it on, because one, it's like an international versus an international. It's Australia versus Japan. It's Lee Min Ho versus Rangshu. So it's the Kudan killer.
Korea.
Yeah. So I'm like, look. So just for like spectator wise, it's a good match to have on stream, but as opposed to Joe Bloke versus this random. So yeah, it's just a shame. They just don't know.
When it comes down to top 128, that's when all the best of the best are starting to play each other. So it's impossible.
Yeah.
If you want to stream every match, we'll be there for 3 days straight.
100%. Like you already went overtime at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you already went overtime at the end.
I almost couldn't come back in. They wouldn't let me in. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
The security is
Yeah, even that scene of like the whole, because at that stage everyone, the only game that was running was Tekken, and the amount of people that were just there watching, that was great. I got a few pictures of that. It was pretty sick to see. Yeah, that's.
You guys know that we were talking about it earlier, but like, I just want to go off the topic for topic of EVO for a bit. We're coming off EVO, which is obviously a huge tournament for Tekken. But we have Tokyo Masters coming up next week on the weekend.
Yeah. Which
is obviously like, you'd think that's going to be one of the hardest tournaments to win for Tekken in the whole year. They actually released the names for the people in the tournament today.
Is it invitational only?
No.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah,
they made the like attendee list like public access. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can still sign up on the day. I had a look at it.
Oh well, but it's just a list of people that have already signed up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was 300 people.
300.
And there was a lot of players that don't travel. Like I don't know if you guys know him. His name is Hyung Father. He's a streamer.
Yeah,
he plays Steve. Yeah, he signed up for EVO Japan.
That's
so there's like a lot of Korean players that don't usually travel that signed up for EVO Japan.
Because Korea and Japan is close. It's like
Yeah, but not everyone travels.
Yeah, but
also there's 5 Americans that signed up.
That's
5
cool.
Americans.
Who are they?
Name.
Kane, Project Runaway, Conscript Silver. I don't remember the other 2.
Okay.
I don't know if like the big names like Joey Fury, Anakin signed up or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, like, and there was 2 people from Italy, which I don't know. Okay, cool. One Australian. Who's the Australian?
There's one Australian. Isn't it Dion?
I'm planning to go. No, Dion's not going. He said it's too hard.
Dion's going to the Adelaide tournament.
Oh yeah, just to preface, that is on. Like, if people have forgotten and they still want to go, Cyber Games are holding their tournament on. I think is this coming weekend. It's not too late to enter. $2,500 pot bonus. So
is Navid going?
I hear he was. I don't know if he's 100% confirmed, but from what I heard, he was keen. So yeah.
I hope he does. Because then you have another Dion versus.
Yeah. To be honest, I want a lot of people to go. It's just like my only issue of it is the announcement of the timing of the announcement.
Yeah, they kept changing the date, so it made it hard for people to take the day off.
Yeah, not only that, it was only like a week out from when they're gonna hold it. I mean, usually for a major, you give people like 3-4 months notice. Just yeah, I'm very 50-50 on going, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
I wanted to go, to be honest. Like, I really wanted to. I haven't been to Adelaide in, I don't know, 10 years.
You're originally from there, yeah?
Yeah, originally from Adelaide. Well, not really. I was born in Sydney, moved overseas, came back, and lived in Adelaide for 5 years. So I don't know if that's what you mean by originally, but yeah.
Okay, well, I know the rest of that history behind you, Alchemist. So I thought you were originally from Adelaide.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's unfortunate that it's the same weekend as the Tokyo Masters. But, you know.
Aken, can you not play in the background? We're almost done.
You've been fucking doing it for half the podcast, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, we pretty much wrapped up everything regarding EVO, Tekken-wise. We covered everything. I think the only disappointment for me I'm going to bring up was Naveed not attending, but hopefully that's fixed next year.
Indeed.
We
Yeah.
never
Do
mentioned.
you guys think
Tin.
next
I
year will
think
also
Tin
be a
did
big EVO
alright.
Tekken?
Sorry, we never mentioned what?
Tin. I think Tin did alright.
Yeah, look, I think we mentioned him to
Oh
a
yeah,
degree.
no one
No,
talk about Tin at all.
no, dude, we mentioned him. Like
1-5 rank through, that's
he fought Rangchu on winners final, on stream, but I think he just suffered
Then
from
he
a
got
lack.
lit.
He just suffered from a lack of character knowledge. There were
Who
a few
did he lose to?
Rangchu on winners final. I'm just trying to
Oh,
put.
Bears. Yeah, Bears.
Yeah, Bez. A few and like he had a few input errors, like a few bad combo choices in that match, from what I remember. Then after that, he beat a dude called Masakara Jin.
Masakari Jin.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
lost to Chachamaru. Loses round 3. So yeah, like good round. Like, Tin. He's always sketchy, man. He's got huge potential, but I don't know.
I think Chachamaru got like 33rd, so
Yeah.
He also got 9th 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think Tin just like was one of the few that suffered from a bad, like, not bad, but like hard bracket pulling. But yeah, good for him. Like, I hope.
Then people need to make name to get seeded.
Yeah, 100%. Well, like if he goes again, like given his result, he's gonna get seeded better.
Tin.
Yeah.
he will.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. He'll get seeded better. So yeah, just I hope it lights a fire under him. I think it did for everyone. Like I said, like even me, my old retired ass, like playing again, it lit a fire under me. So yeah, hopefully it did for him.
Tin's only going to get better as well. He's still very young, and he's one of
Mhm.
I think top 3 players in Australia. So he's going to keep getting better and to perform better in tournaments.
Yeah.
Next year's EVO is going to be pretty good though.
2 years from now, everyone, if you can make it, let's have a big Aussie invasion.
The Beast has spoken. Everyone has to go.
Anything else you guys wanted to bring up? Aken,
Not really.
Dread,
No.
Can we talk about the pay in Adelaide?
the pay. What's there to know? Like,
I heard some drama going on, so I'm still undecided.
no, that got all cleared up. I'll talk to you about it off screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our EVO recap. It was pretty great. Like, I highly recommend EVO America to everyone at least once. Like, if you travel for fighting games, you need to go at least once, just for the spectacle.
Did you guys see the tweet from Joey Fury
No, what did he say?
complaining about the prize money?
Yeah, okay, we'll close on that. Pretty much, like, not just from Tekken, across all the games, like, it was just brought up to people's attention, like, how, like, the disparity of how much, like, first place will get from winning a tournament compared to, like, someone who places 7th or 8th. Like, you figure making top 8, like, even just placing 8th at a 2,000 man tournament at EVO would net you a decent amount of money. Whereas people were only getting like $150, barely $200, while first will get like $5K. So it's just like the disparity of how much first through to like 8th will get is just it's quite severe.
Oh, I thought he was just saying stuff like the first place only got 9,000. He was just having a good laugh or something.
No, it wasn't that. It's like it's because 7th place got $100.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
130 to be exact.
Yeah.
My English is shit.
Yeah, dude, they really need to change the pay scale for these big majors. Because you figure like coming 8th out of a 2,500 man tournament will net you decent amount of money. It just doesn't. So it's just, yeah, you feel for those people, which is why like it's not Tekken related, but my hat goes out to Leffen, who like contributed part of his prize money to like the other top 8 competitors. So that's pretty boss of him.
What's this?
One of the Smash players who came first, he contributed his prize money to the other places, Aken. So they get
split his money to the other.
He split his prize money to the other top 8 places because they didn't get enough.
In Tekken?
No, that was
Smash.
in Smash. It was in Smash.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Sarah.
That was good to see. I'm actually quite a big, not big. I'm just a fan of Leffen because he plays the same team as me in DBZ.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he used to.
Leffen, the villain becoming the hero. What's up with that, Dread?
Yeah, Levin's always been a guy that speaks his mind. He doesn't give a shit about what you think about him, so he just does what he wants.
I like that. I like that he's real. But yeah, that's the prize money debacle. So yeah, EVO was great. Australians did okay. Dion wasn't happy. Aken wasn't happy. They'll do better next time.
Yes.
Yeah. Dread will make it out of pools. Hopefully we see more Aussies there. Hopefully Naveed's there. Hopefully Alchemist is there in 2 years. Hopefully Brisbane's there in 2 years. But yeah, that was EVO on the Tekken side of things for the Aussies. All in all, pretty good.
Not gonna lie, I'm sure you guys were too, but I was sad after EVO because I was hoping the Australians would do better. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Specifically
But,
Dion,
you know,
Aken, and Tin, but you know, it is what it is. Tournament, anything can happen.
Need more training.
Need more training. We'll do better
More
next
training.
time. Next time.
Oh, I lost to that Raven on P1, but just to clarify. P1.
You know what's funny? Like I keep saying we'll end on this, but not. You actually could have asked to be on player 2 side after the first game. The EVO rules were kind of janky.
Is it?
Yep, Evo allowed you to switch sides.
After
Just
I
ask
lost
Sonic
the
Four.
Yeah, after you lost 1 game. Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah. So.
Fuck!
So it'll do you well to read the rules next time, Aken. Now you know.
Why no one told me?
This is.
Oh, because we assumed Evo was going to follow Tekken World Tour rules, but evidently not.
I'm very happy it didn't. There's the random stage select rule and the fact that you have to pick a stage after every match. Whoever came up with that rule, I will find them in the afterlife and I will hunt them down. If you're listening to this, whoever you are, you heard me. Mark my words.
Oh, you can pick stage as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, okay. So both players if both players have to agree upon it. If someone says, like, if you ask someone, can I pick, and they say yes, you can pick. But what happened was there was actually a controversial where I can't remember what it was. It was one of Jun Ding's matches. Jun Ding picked a match, or Jun Ding picked a stage, and his opponent didn't say anything. So it's like he agreed with it, and they just played on the stage that he picked. So if your opponent doesn't say anything, then whatever. But yeah, you could challenge it. You could say, "Oh, I don't want you to pick stage." Then it has to go random.
There were a couple of instances like that. It was very confusing. Hopefully, the rules are laid out better next time.
It's Evo. The rules are always vague.
Yeah.
I won the first game on P1, lost the second game. I could have switched. I would have played low high in top 33 at least. Didn't have to go down and play Nobi. Fuck me. Never mind.
All right, guys. We're going to call it at that. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Just so people know what events are happening in Sydney. Alchemist, have you guys got a...
Yeah, so we have as usual, we have like the Thursdays at Bankstown. We have Saturdays at BKB.
Yep.
But this month, we have YSB on the 25th.
Yeah, I was going to ask. We've got YSB coming up.
Yeah, you guys want to, interstaters want to come down. We got YSB. Come chill with the crew. Maybe go to BKB on the Friday. Experience for what it is. Everyone's hyping up BKB in the chat for a good reason. It's like I go there weekly, at least once to stream or just to hang out with everyone. I love BKB. That is a shout out to BKB.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
mean, I met him at EVO, so it was great meeting him. Great guy.
Shout out to Stefan, like coming all the way just to support. Real good of him. He did well, took a lot of photos, and sponsoring Secret, like so the world could get to play. That's just to see him play. Like heart goes out to him just for that.
Who sponsors Secret?
I think
Stefan and Dion.
and Dion to come out.
Oh, okay.
And on the Melbourne side of things, we got our Couch Warriors roundabout happening this Saturday. So if you're not going out to Adelaide, come down and chill. Come play some Tekken. We just had our Peckers third leg of our Pegasus Cup happening over the weekend, but in another 2 weeks we're gonna have another leg. So come down for that. The details will be on. I'll link the details on ATC. As far as what's happening in the other states, you're gonna have to hook up with them. I'm sure Queensland have like they've had from what I heard they've got a local happening in the works. So you're gonna have to check out with them. Hit up Yigs, hit up Scorpion, hit up Gabe. They'll let you know what's up. But yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Shout outs to Dread, Aken, and Alchemist. Thanks for being on the podcast, guys.
Thanks for having me. It was good.
No worries.
Learning English.
The English lessons forever continue for Aken.
I like.
Ooh, Yig says they got something to announce soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Hey, ask you, has he subscribed to my show?
Have you subscribed to his? That's probably what he's gonna ask to you.
No, I just want to know. I got some subscribers. I just want to know. Like,
well, if you check,
I knew.
there's an easy way to check. Well, I'll let you know afterwards. Anyway, we're gonna end the podcast on that, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. On Wednesday, I'm gonna do a Street Fighter / Dragon Balls edition slash NRS edition with Taz, Somniac, and BK. So feel free to tune in for that. Thank you very much for tuning in. All the peace and love. Thank you. Catch you later.
GG.
Cheers, guys.
Bye bye.